Good day, everyone.
I was born and raised in Detroit. Growing up there, I saw people like me running things.
This is a courtroom, not a circus, so we're gonna calm down.
I'm sorry.
What I found there was a passion that I didn't know existed.
This is the bottom line.
I'm excited to free fall into the limitless possibilities with we the people. So many are fearful of the law. They think it's something that works against them.
I think you need to begin to accept responsibility for your mistakes.
We are the people.
Kelly Atwell claims she learned from her vet that the dog she bought wasn't a purebred animal as advertised. Riley Sermons says the dog has the genetic makeup of the designer breed, but offered to pay for the DNA test anyway.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lauren Lake presiding.
You may be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, thank you, Sean. Good day, everyone.
Good day. Good morning, Your Honor.
This is the case of Atwell versus Sermons. Ms. Atwell, you are suing Mr. Sermons for $4,687.40 for misrepresenting a dog as purebred. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And the defendant, Mr. Sermons, you say that the plaintiff understood the return policy and you offered to do a DNA test.
100%, Your Honor.
All right, I'll start with you, Ms. Atwell. What kind of dog is at issue here?
The issue is that I thought this dog was a purebred Klee Kai, and instead he gave me a mutt and charged me the full price of a purebred.
All right, so how did you find Mr. Sermons?
I found Sermon through an advertisement that I found online because I really wanted a Klee Kai dog.
Can you speak up for me just a little?
Yes. So I wanted a purebred Klee Kai, and it's like the trending dog, you know, and I was looking online and I found him through this website, and he said it was a purebred. It was directly advertised in the advertisement that it was a purebred, and I found out recently because...
So you reached out to him?
I did reach out.
He sent you pictures or video of the dog, or you went to see the dog?
He brought over the dog, but I saw pictures online through the advertisement. Yes, I did.
All right, so you got a request from Ms. Atwell.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you had how many Klee Kais available?
I had a litter of 7, actually, but this was the only one that hadn't been pre-sold. Most of my dogs are sold months ahead of time.
And how long have you been breeding?
I've been breeding Klee Kai for about 20 years.
Oh, for a long time?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so what was the price of the dog?
The price was advertised as $4,527.40, to be exact.
All right, and so you purchased the dog?
I did.
Do you pick the dog up in person, or does he deliver the dog?
He delivered the dog to me.
All right,
Yes.
so when you see the dog, you love the dog?
I love the dog, yeah.
Do you have a picture of the dog?
I do have a picture of the dog.
May I see it?
Yeah, of course.
So you see the dog, you love the dog. What are the problems? Did she express any issues to you, Mr. Sermons?
Absolutely not, Your Honor. And it's very important to me that I hand deliver the dogs myself. I want to make sure that I see the environment that it's going into. Not only is it safe, but that it can take a new
it's a
head.
cute little dog.
Yeah, that's my baby Gucci.
Oh, the dog's name is Gucci?
Yes.
Okay, that's cute. So at what point do you start feeling dissatisfied with the dog, Miss Atwell?
I was not dissatisfied with the dog at all. Like, that's my baby. But it was just brought to my attention because I had to bring him to a vet because, you know, I had to get the rest of his shots. They brought it to my attention that this was not a purebred dog. And I was like, when they told me that, I was furious because I was like, I paid the purebred price. Like, that's not okay. So they recommended I get a DNA test. So I went ahead and did that. Not myself, I administered it myself, but I sent it in. And they told...
Here is the evidence here you submitted.
Yeah.
He's 84% Alaskan Klee Kai, 10% is it Shibu Inu, and 6% Siberian Husky.
Yes.
And then when you got that, you were really upset.
Yes, I was furious.
Because you thought you had gotten a dog that was a 100% Klee Kai.
Yes, yes.
So did you call Mr. Sermons?
I did call him, yeah, I did.
How did that conversation go?
He just offered to pay me back for the DNA testing.
So, Mr. Sermons, why pay for a DNA test?
Well, Your Honor, I offered to pay for a DNA test because when she told me the situation, I had felt personally responsible, like maybe she had not been fully informed at the time when she purchased the dog. I did at that moment when she called me, did inform her though that the Klee Kai is a designer dog, meaning that it's taken from several different purebred breeds and bred together for certain characteristics, in this case, the size of the animal, to create what is the Klee Kai. So the other two animals in there, the Shiba Inu and the Alaskan Husky, are both part of the makeup of what makes a Klee Kai. So it is a purebred animal, and I felt that maybe I had not completely done my job as the breeder. These are family to me, and so I offered to pay for her DNA test so she wouldn't be out that money.
I don't recall him ever asking me or offering a DNA test. That's why I went and got one on my own. But yeah, I don't remember him offering me that.
And why did you get a DNA test?
Because my vet told me it was not a purebred dog.
Coming up,
How much research did you do on this particular type of dog before you buying one? Or did you just see them all over the internet and think they were cute and I want one?
and later,
You never thought to ask Ms. Hernandez,
No, because she's potty trained, but once I was there, she forced me to use that diaper.
Because accidents happen.
closed captioning provided by. If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. We're back with the case of Kelly Atwell, who brought Riley Sermons to court for not selling her the purebred dog she paid for.
you get upset, you call him, I want my money back.
Yes.
I want my dog,
Yes.
but I
Yeah.
want my money back too.
Yes. Yeah.
And so what was your response, Mr. Sermon?
Well, at first I was completely confused. I didn't understand why she was calling me and what her issue was. This is why I explained to her the genetic makeup of the dog and what goes into making them. At that point, I offered to, if she found it necessary, to take the dog back and return her money.
So you offered her a full refund on the dog?
In exchange for the dog back, yes, ma'am.
For the dog back?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. But you didn't want that.
It just doesn't make sense for me to give back the dog after, I don't know, it's again, my baby. I wanted the full money.
So he's offering you a full refund,
But I
and
would have to
according
give
to
back
the statement you made to the court, you refused. I don't want it.
Yeah, I didn't want to give back the dog and just get back my money like that.
How much research did you do on this particular type of dog before you buying one, or did you just see them all over the internet and think they were cute and I want one?
I did see them all over the internet and think they were cute. I mean, I saw Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas had one, and I was like, okay, yeah, they're cute. I want one.
That's honest. That's honest.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like you did a lot of research. Luckily, my staff here did do some research, was able to determine that an Alaskan Klee Kai, right? It actually means, which I thought was interesting, small dog, but it is in fact a mixture of 3 different types of dogs. And that's how, as Mr. Sermon stated, that this breed is created by bringing together multiple breeds. Did you understand that?
I did understand that, but it did show up on the test that it was Klee Kai for 84%. So why would it show up as 84% if it was?
Let's ask the expert. Yeah. Why does her DNA test say Klee Kai 84%, but then Husky, and then the other dog for a small percentage, when Klee Kai should be all 3 breeds?
Well, the test that she used was an AKC given DNA test. Now, the AKC does not recognize the Klee Kai as a breed. The UKC does. And so what they were doing is they were taking the UKC's designation for the Klee Kai and the other dogs that they found in there. Now, if you'd done a UKC test, it would have shown Klee Kai because all those make up the Klee Kai, or it would have split it up separately into the 3 different breeds. Also, the AKC test she took specifically designates right on there that it cannot be used to prove the purebred nature of a dog or even the breed.
Well, that was the next thing I was going to say that my staff discovered, but I just let you talk about it because you are very knowledgeable about these dogs. 20 years with a certain breed of dog. I mean, he knows about the dogs.
Yes, Sean.
And to be very honest with you, as a person who has purchased dogs from breeder before, when people are selling these dogs and they're as expensive as they are, their entire, their business, right, is just about word of mouth and the quality of dog that they sell. So if he really did what you said he did, you could basically put him out of business because people wouldn't come to him and trust him to sell them a cliquet. What I think happened is exactly what you're saying. You fell in love with the picture of the dog on the internet. That's normal. And you're a young person. You just said, you know what? That's the dog I want because I like the way it looked. We've all done that. But you've got to do a lot more research on dogs. Now, case in point, I love dogs. I love big dogs. I'm one of those people. I love a shepherd. I grew up with a shepherd all my life. When my son wanted a dog, let's get a shepherd. Well, I didn't remember how much shepherds shed. And I'm allergic, but I love dogs. Lord, we've had a mess on our hands, but we love and we're committed to this dog. But I really, even me, right? Judge Lauren Lake didn't stop to say, for a person allergic to dogs, right? When are the shepherds going to shed? How much will it be? What? I didn't do that because guess what? I just love the dogs because they remind me of the dogs that we had growing up. We do things like that, but we also have to take responsibility when we don't do our due diligence. In this instance, you did not do your due diligence, but guess what you got? An incredible, purebred dog. You just didn't understand the genetics before you purchased it. With that said, this court finds in favor of the defendant. Plaintiff, your claim is dismissed. Court is adjourned. Enjoy your cute little baby.
All rise.
Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
Well, I feel like it was definitely a just ruling.
I guess.
Coming up,
But she wanted to drain the whole pool, make a huge fuss about it when it was just
so why did you decide you wanted to drain the pool, Miss Jen?
Because it was disgusting. I don't think that, just disinfecting it is enough.
closed captioning provided by. You're watching We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. Evelyn Jin claims her pool needs extensive cleaning after a relative's child had an accident in it. Rhea Hernandez says her boyfriend already cleaned the pool thoroughly the day of the incident.
Good day, everyone. Good day. This is the case of Jen versus Hernandez. Miss Jen, you are suing Miss Hernandez for $650 for pool sanitation costs. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
And the defendant, you say you did your best to resolve this, correct?
That's right, Your Honor.
All right. How do you have an issue regarding your pool, Ms. Jen?
So I moved into my house about 8 months ago. I had a party in July for my daughter, Jenna. She's turning 2. So I sent out invitations with the explicit message, please bring swim diapers. Originally, I didn't invite Rhea, but she's my brother's wife's sister, and my brother's wife insisted that she should come. So I sent her an invitation. Both our daughters are friends. So she shows up, she doesn't have a swim diaper for her daughter, even though it says on the invitation to bring swim diapers.
Why didn't you bring a
trained.
swim diaper, Ms. Hernandez?
My daughter's been potty trained and she hasn't had any accidents for the 3 months, and then she forces me to use a diaper.
So you assume that meant for children who aren't potty trained.
That's what I assumed.
But it was your intention that it was just for all the kids because it was a 2-year birthday.
Yeah, for all the kids.
2-year-old birthday.
All the kids are under 3 years old. They should all have swim diapers in the pool.
All right, and you never thought to ask Ms. Hernandez?
No, because she's potty trained, but once I was there, she forced me to use that diaper.
Because accidents happen. She's
but
only been potty trained
she's
for
not
3
used
months.
But if she doesn't use that diaper, she's gonna use that diaper, and there's gonna be accidents. And then the diaper that she gave me was way too small. Your Honor, can I present the diaper she gave me?
Sure.
This is the diaper that she should wear, but this one's the one that she gave me.
Oh, wait,
and
let me
it's
see that.
way
Sean.
too small.
So this is the size your daughter really wears in real life?
Yes.
Coming up,
After about a few minutes, I heard a commotion. Some of the parents were saying there was poop in the pool.
It's because of the small diaper that you gave me.
closed captioning provided by. You're watching We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. We're back with a dispute between Evelyn Jin and Rhea Hernandez, who are arguing over pool cleaning costs.
What happens now, Ms. Jen?
So basically, she left her daughter unattended in the pool for 10 minutes.
Unattended, a 2-year-old?
There was all family around there, and then she also had a life vest on.
This just shows how irresponsible she is.
There were parents in the pool too.
All right, did you let a parent know or a family member know? You had to excuse yourself. Where'd you need to go?
I just needed to just go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay, so you just need to go to the restroom.
Yeah.
All right, you're allowed
so my
to do that.
sister was there too, Sarah.
So there were plenty of adults you felt like in the area. Did you inform someone that they were in charge of watching your daughter while you went to the restroom?
I just told them, like, can you just watch my daughter real quick? And then I just went to the bathroom.
Then what happened?
Then after about a few minutes, I heard a commotion. Some of the parents were saying there was poop in the pool.
It's because of the small diaper that you gave me.
So bottom line is your daughter had an accident.
Yeah, she had an accident.
She needed to go to the restroom too with you.
Yeah, I guess she did.
So you say you're suing for $650 for pool sanitation costs.
Yeah, so she had her boyfriend come and look at the pool.
Yeah, my boyfriend came. He knows how to clean pools, but it was just wasn't up to standard.
Your boyfriend came back that day, or you brought him the next day?
I brought him that day. I called him.
So that day he came over and he was just like, I can get this out of the pool, and then
he disinfected it, did bleach, but he didn't need to drain the pool. But she wanted to drain the whole pool, make a huge fuss about it when it was just so.
Why did you decide you wanted to drain the pool, Miss Jen?
Because it was disgusting. I don't think that, just disinfecting it is enough. It just felt like a violation. So I wanted to get it completely drained. She offered another service to get it disinfected, about $150.
Oh, so she did offer a service, a cleaning service.
A cleaning
for
service.
$150, but you said...
I would like to get it drained. And drained, cleaned, and then refilled. So that's about $650, and she just doesn't want to pay the $650.
Judge Lake's verdict when We the People returns. Promotional consideration provided by... You're watching We the People with Judge Lauren Lake.
So, Ms. Hernandez, you have submitted to the court the price to clean and disinfect the pool, which would have been $150.
And I was willing to pay for that.
I'm sorry?
And I was willing to pay for that. You
were willing to pay, and this is from a pool cleaning service. Now, is this the service your boyfriend works for or another service that you called?
This was it was a quote because my boyfriend already cleaned it.
And you offered her this $150 since she wasn't satisfied with what your boyfriend did?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. It's in this court's opinion that you really should have taken that money, and I am going to award you the $150 that it costs to clean and sanitize your pool. Judgment for the plaintiff for $150. Court is adjourned.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All rise.
Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $150.
You're never really watching the kids.
You're just boring. Like, you're just boring and just picking on me. Like, you have no life.
I'm not. No. You have to be responsible.
No.
Be responsible for your actions.
My baby just had an accident. You're the real party pooper.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.